Welcome back to another video, and as you can tell by the title, it's going to be one of these decade videos that I've seen a lot of people have been doing. So I thought I'd do one myself. Obviously I'm going to be doing one for the Wolves, like 11 of the decade. It's actually quite difficult just to pick 11, just 11 players from the decade, because arguably hasn't been our greatest. Like at the very start, he wasn't great. Obviously, we've been in League One for one of the seasons, and most likely in the Championship. So it's been mixed here and there. But I've actually made an 11 of the decade, just a standard 4-4-2 formation. But yeah, we're going to get straight into it. So in goal, as most people have picked, I've gone with Hakimi. Obviously, I think he's been with us since he was with us since 2003, and played for us since 2017, 2018, around there. And yeah, he never really put a foot wrong. He was first choice for most of that period, really. Obviously, there was a shout for Wayne Hennessy, which I think was a good goalkeeper. Obviously, still the Wales #1 goalkeeper. But in the end, I went with Hakimi. Yeah, never really put a foot wrong. Pretty consistent for his whole career. Seeing goal for Carlo Hakimi. Then a right back. There's quite a few options here. Overall, I've gone with Doherty because he's been with us. I think he's been with us throughout the whole decade, and not the only one to be with us throughout the whole decade. But there's also Iorfa and Kevin Foley, which they're both very good, especially Iorfa. I really liked Iorfa when he was at Wolves. Like for the 3 seasons, I thought he was really good. He was so tipped to play for England and stuff like that, but in the end he just fell off. But he's doing quite well at Sheffield Wednesday now. But yeah, I've gone for Doherty. I've tried not to go with our current team because I don't know, because it would probably dominate the whole team. But for this one, I'm going Doherty because he's been with us from League One all the way up to the Premier League and Europe right now. So he definitely deserves that. The 2 centre backs, I've gone for Stearman and Danny Bath because I don't know, they're just both Wolves fans and they became Wolves players as well. Obviously, Stearman probably the better out of the two. Obviously, that famous goal against Liverpool. I was there in the FA Cup, the first minute or something like that. And then Danny Bath is just a Wolves fan, and he got to play his whole career at Wolves, and now he's at Stoke. I think he scored a couple of weeks ago. So yeah, I've gone for them too as 2 centre backs. Left back, I've gone for Barry Douglas, and yeah, he was only with us for 1 season, but I thought he's probably up there, probably for one of my favourite players, Barry Douglas, because he got in that when we won the Championship, 15 assists, something like that. I think he got like 5-6 goals. It was just unbelievable. His free kicks as well were unbelievable. We don't really have one of them left-footed free kick takers anymore. We only have Matinho and Neves, who are both right-footed. But yeah, I've gone for Douglas. I think he was a brilliant player, and I still think we shouldn't have sold him. I think we sold him for like 3 million, something like that, which is absolute steal for him. But I don't think we should have sold him still. Right midfield, I've gone for Jarvis. Our best player when we was in the Premier League last time, hands down. Even played for England as well. You could see how good he was. Got an England call up. And yeah, he's just unbelievable. Like his pace, his skill, even his shooting as well. He's just a great player. I've also got down Costa as well. There's just that one season before. When we were on the FA Cup run, and I think we finished around 15th, which wasn't great in the Championship, but it was just unbelievable. Like just anything done went to an assist or went to a goal. It was just unbelievable that season. Then it kind of fell off in the season after where we won the Championship. He's still done all right, to be fair. Now as the 2 midfielders, I've gone for Dave Edwards and Kevin McDonald. Again, them two were just really good. Like Kevin McDonald was so underrated. He was so good at his passing. He had a good shot on him as well. He was just so calm on the ball. Yeah, he could literally do anything. And then Dave Edwards, he's just completely worked his socks off. I know he got a bit of stick here and there throughout his career, but I think he was with us for 8-9 years, consistent as well. Obviously, in his last season, he was scoring 10 or 11 goals for Wolves. So he fully deserves to be in this decade 11. Just a great footballer. Then left midfield. It was really hard, this one. In the end, I've gone for Sakho. Again, probably before Fosun came in, probably our best player. Like he's so good. Like he was like an ox. Like he was so strong, fast. He had a brilliant free kick on him as well. Could shoot as well. I think he was a brilliant player. And honestly, right now he could probably get into this team. Sakho is a great player. And then the two up front. This one's really hard as well. In the end, I've gone for Kevin Doyle and Silva and Ebanks-Blake. Kevin Doyle, for me, when I was younger, is probably one of my favourite Wolves players. Kevin Doyle, he just didn't stop running. Always worked hard. Didn't score as many goals that he should have, but he still scored important goals. Like I remember there's one against Man United, the one against Tottenham, I believe. He scored a few of as well against Burnley, and the Blackburn one as well. He just worked completely hard, gave everything to the team, and then there's Ebanks-Blake, who was just like one of the best strikers we've had in the last decade as well. Struggled in the Premier League, didn't do as well in the Premier League, but even when we came down, he was still there. He still scored goals as well. I think he scored 2 against Birmingham, and there's that goal against Charlton, which I think was in 2009, which obviously isn't the decade, but. He was a great striker. Overall, that is my team. Let me know in the comments if you would change anyone or anything like that. And stick around for more videos like this. Maybe a worse team. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Thank you guys again for watching this video. Like and subscribe if you enjoyed. And I'll see you in my next video.
Why do you waste your time on me? I never tell you no because